one of the oldest synagogues in the nation, and it's located right here in the 608.
Josh Breiter is live at Gates of Heaven in Madison with more on how the city is working to preserve it. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. We are inside now getting a closer look at the preservation project here at Gates of Heaven. And there's a lot of history in this building that was back from the 1860s, if you can believe it. Hannah Molinitsky with the City of Madison this morning. You're with the engineering division, and you guys are putting a lot of effort and focus into this building right now.
Yes, so a major restoration project happening. A lot of the work is happening on the outside, and we will talk a little more about that, but some of the work is happening on the inside. So take a look at this beautiful space. Actually reservable through the Parks Division. Shout out to them for maintaining it and keeping it so beautiful for all these years. But you can see some of the beautiful parts of this. It's not an acting synagogue right now, but it is one of the oldest in the nation. Built in 1863, designed by August Kutzbach, moved to James Madison Park. The building moved in 1971, and you can see the beautiful altar, some of the lights, the beautiful windows. The windows are being updated, and the floor as well on the inside. But a huge part of this restoration project is the outside, with some masonry work and repointing, taking the mortar out and putting it back in. The space is really unique, Romanesque style and beautiful kind of openness. But something that is just so beautiful about it, and I don't know if you feel it too, Josh, is it's just so quaint. It's like a quaint space that's so special. There's nothing like it in the city.
Yeah, you walk in here and it just feels special. You can feel kind of that peacefulness, and I think that goes to show why it's so important to be able to preserve a building like this.
Yes, so one of the things that our architect Amy Scanlon talks about is how precious this is. And for people to really truly understand historic preservation, which we are celebrating all in the month of May, wrapping up in the last week now, is the fact that we want to touch the material as little as possible. So when it comes to restoration on the outside of the building, when it comes to updating things on the inside, we want to keep everything intact as much as possible. So when you use the example of, say, somebody prominent with something that keeps passing on through generations, if somebody keeps updating it, is it really historic anymore? Probably not if it doesn't have any of the original materials. So, but that isn't the only thing that keeps it historic, but the fact that it is the space. So this space is historic. The places of the windows, the things that we're not touching, the orientation, the work the fact that it's the oldest synagogue in one of the oldest in the nation, and the fact that it's masterful work by August Kutzbach makes it historically relevant. So what a beautiful, beautiful space. Again, rented out for weddings and receptions and all sorts of events. And
yeah,
we have a hard deadline of beginning of June, so we better get it all wrapped up here.
I picture a nice little cocktail hour in here maybe. Once COVID, we can celebrate a little bit.
Yes.
But yeah, pretty cool space here, Hannah. I appreciate you letting us in here.
Yes, it's wonderful. We often get build engineering, but we also really pay attention to the preservation of history.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Isn't this really cool, learning a lot of the history? I've biked by here many times, I've driven by here, but I never really knew the history behind it. But we have this right here in the 608, one of the oldest synagogues in the country, guys.
It is so cool to get a tour around inside and what they're doing to renovate it on the outside too, the lengths that they're going to make sure that they're preserving that history. It's really something, Josh. Thanks for sharing that story.
I've never been inside. Looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it does.
All right, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.